To Santa Barbara last night. I slept up north of the city. I just set the van up by this beach in Summerland, I think it's called. I'm feeling really tired for some reason. I don't know, it might have just been all of that action that happened in San Luis Obispo. I ended up redesigning the interior of the van, and anytime you start doing major work like that inside of this van, it turns into some big fiasco. And yeah, the bed's done. I slept on that last night. That was pretty fun for the first time. But yeah, beyond that, I'm on the side of the road near a beach. Pretty sure someone's gonna knock on my door tonight and say move this, and I've just set the van up completely to catch the afternoon sun. Kind of in a bit of a time crunch. I'm trying to get down to San Diego to hang out with the Brattons in Encinitas. Yeah, they've booked out their beach house. They rent it out usually, but they've booked it out for us for the weekend. Beyond that, I'm trying to get a meeting with Patagonia in Ventura here, which would be great. I also have my charge controllers back from Outback. Thank you so much, Outback. They really looked after us and got them to us, and there's another box of Cliff Bars. Anyway, that's where I'm at, that's what I'm doing, and I love you all very, very much.
You are going on a run. Let's get scratching.
Beautiful spot. Parked right on the beach here. Sun is setting. Panels are out right underneath the shade of a gum tree. Don't worry, the sun comes up down this way and it sets obviously down that way. So hopefully that gum tree won't annoy us too much. I think there's plenty of room for people to get past. And I want to get in the water before that sun goes down and it gets way too cold for me to do so. Don't know how well you can see it, but on the horizon it is dotted with oil rigs. Way to go, California. Hopefully my van is a beacon of hope for everybody and everyone wondering whether renewable energy is a valid way to charge and power our future as a civilization. There's some new technology and there's some old bullshit technology that helps me put everything in a perspective.
Wish that I could stay.
Just had a really strange experience. Had someone come up to the van. She was a 60-year-old lady. Yeah, very sexually approaching me and telling me that I'm super attractive and that she was in love with a boy like me at some point in time in her life, in her younger years. And then she went on to tell me that she felt safe that I was around and that she was going to park close to me tonight. Anyway, it was just creepy and weird. Not sure if I liked it at all, but anyway, this sort of stuff happens from time to time. I think to say that I feel threatened to the point of what females may feel threatened by in society and life in general would be a bit much. I think still saying the onus of it's not right, whatever, just went on. That was just weird, creepy and sexual, and I don't know if she's going to come back either, so I have these strange feelings of not being super safe. But what I do feel and think is that the onus of power or the power dynamic is still within my favor in these situations, as opposed to, say, generally speaking, if this was a female in my position, it'd be very hard for them to deal with a 60-year-old man hitting on them at the beach. I told her that I had things to do and that she should leave me alone, and so far that has been the case. Regardless of that situation, I am here and I am trying to reinstall my FlexMate 80 charge controllers. They go in this part of the cupboard right here, so I'm going to install them. I have to shut the system down to reinstall them again. That's what I'm going to work on really quickly here. I'm going to try and do it really quickly and then perhaps work on some vlogging, editing, which I haven't done for a very long time. It just banks up on me. I don't know how anyone does it so quickly. I'm not one of those people who can just pump out footage and content that quickly, but there's too much life to be had. Anyway, I've had a great afternoon. Sunset was beautiful. I took a time lapse of that. Went for a swim in some oily water. The oil rigs are all out there. spoke to some really nice people. Someone turned up, here's a good news story, someone turned up and just said, hey, do you need $40? Here's $40, thanks for doing what you're doing. So there's a lot of good in the world, and it's often easy to focus on the negative, weird interactions that we have from time to time. But super stoked, I just did my groceries, and my groceries were $45. Yeah, I paid $5 for groceries basically, thanks to that great Samaritan who believes in what I'm doing and the world's need to transition from fossil fuels into renewable energy. They see it, they understand it. Now let's try and get some big wigs on board so that we don't have to keep relying on the $40 from great humans who drive past me in Nissan Leafs. But thanks so much, I appreciate it.
Wish that I could stay.
Reinstalled it. You can see here, if I zoom in, all the battery voltages and the panel things are all reinstalled. It actually took way less effort than what I thought it would, but anyway, that's sometimes a good thing when things don't take as much effort. So looking forward to being back on MPPT charge controlling. Safe, I can leave the van alone without having to worry about over voltages. And yeah, that's it. So I'm just going to set the parameters now and then not do anything because I'm tired and I don't fucking want to do anything else. Anyway, thanks for bearing with me through that process.
Wish that I could stay.
I found this little fella. That's for one person to set up this big bad rig here to go here. Headquarters. So I'm here with Chris.